The purpose of this video is to show you how to create some sample data using Microsoft Excel that is normally distributed. To create data that's normally distributed, the first thing we're going to need to know is what is the mean and standard deviation of the data. So let's go ahead and create a place to enter that, and then if we want to change those things, the data will just automatically reflect the new mean and standard deviation. So I'm going to create an area to put in the mean and the standard deviation. And for now, let's assume that we have a mean of 100 and a standard deviation of 10. So we're now ready to create some sample data, and we're going to use the norm.inv function. So it looks like this, equal to norm, N-O-R-M, .inv, that stands for inverse, and then open a parenthesis, and it wants to know what the probability is. Well, the probability is going to be our random number, so we can just type in there rand, open, close parenthesis. It wants to know the mean and then the standard deviation. So our mean is right here in C4, and then our standard deviation is in C5. And if I hit parenthesis and enter, I now have one number. It's just a piece of data at this point. Now I want more than one, so my plan is I'm just going to copy this down. Unfortunately, I can't just do that because C4 will change to C5 when I copy it down. So I'm going to add the dollar signs here, and you can do that by hitting F4 and then go to C5 and also hit F4, and those dollar signs will tell Excel that when I copy the formula, don't change this cell reference. So I'll hit enter, and now I can copy this down. Notice that every time I hit enter or change anything in the spreadsheet, it's going to recalculate these numbers, so you're going to get different data every time. So I'm just going to create some sample data, and you can copy this down as far as you like to create as many data elements as you wish. However, once you've created your data elements, bear in mind that if you change anything on the spreadsheet, so if I come over here and put a space in and hit enter, it's going to recalculate these numbers. If I want a set of numbers that's not changing every time I try to use it, I can copy these. So right click, copy, and then I can move over to another column and do paste special numbers or paste special values. And that way, no matter what I change somewhere else, these guys are not going to change on me. So at this point, I have a range of data. It should be normally distributed. It should be, the mean of this data should be close to 100. The standard deviation should be close to 10. And we can check that very quickly by just getting the average. So equal to average, and then the range of numbers. And you can see that the mean is not exactly 100, but it's close. And our standard deviation, STDEV, well, let's do it as of a sample. Same range. Is 9.6, so it's close to the numbers we want. We can also change these numbers. So if I change this to 150 with a standard deviation of 25, we'll get a completely different set of numbers to work with.